pretty sure this is now ready for an actual proper test drive. Hi, and a massive welcome back to the channel. So this marvellous thing next to me here is a 1955 Austin A40 Cambridge. It'd been off the road for about 20 years and we've been tasked with getting it back on the road. In the last episode, we managed to get this running. We had to drain the fuel and put new fresh fuel in it.
Yeah.
Had to clean up all the points and everything. Got it running. We got the clutch working, so we actually managed to move this under its own power for the first time in a very long time. But we don't have any brakes. We've changed the master cylinder on that too. The wheel cylinders have been sitting for about 20 years without being pressed. So as soon as you push them, they're probably going to seize up. So in this episode, we're going to be fixing all the brakes. We're going to be rebuilding the carburetor. We're going to be cleaning it. As you can tell, it is already clean behind me. So this may be in the future. We're going to take it for its first test drive in 20 years. Give it back to the bloke who's bought it. And he should be over the moon with it because he's bought an absolute peach of a car. But yeah. Before we can do anything, we need to get it to stop, so let's start there. Okay, so here are our old rear wheel cylinders. They look extremely crusty and they are completely seized solid. So I have ordered a rebuild kit, but if we can't rebuild them, I have found that you can buy replacements. So let's see if we can get these pistons out of here without damaging them too much, and hopefully we can rebuild them. But if we can't, it's not the end of the world. We'll just replace them, but yeah. So here are our rebuilt rear wheel cylinders. They look pretty good. They feel like they should all work fine. I would like to have got new clips, but I couldn't find them. Just got to make these two lines up. This one, I normally am pretty good at saving these lines and not letting them split, but this one needed replacing anyway. It's quite rusty. This one's actually not in bad condition. There's no rust on it really, but one of the ends, the fitting sort of flared out. So I don't really like that because I don't think it'll go back in very well. If I'm making this one, I might as well make this one too. I'm not going to save this fitting. I might be able to save a couple of these fittings, but I think someone's over tightened them mostly everywhere. You see that one sort of flared out as well. It's actually started to split there as well, I think. Yeah, so that's what happens when you over tighten these fittings. I can't really put that back. So I've got to change that one. I've got to change that one. I think the other two are okay, but I might as well change them all whilst I'm here and make some new lines. Then we can put the rear brakes back together and hopefully see if this thing will stop. Well, I'm glad I've pulled this one apart. I did have a feeling these have been replaced, and they have been replaced at some point. They don't look in bad condition at all, but whoever put this one in didn't bolt it in. You look at that there. That is supposed to be bolted to there, to the back of there. So, yeah, that would have been an absolute disaster waiting to happen. Pull this all apart. Might as well rebuild them whilst they're out. But the shoes, I've got plenty of life left on them, front and back. So we'll just put the shoes back. They should be good. Might have to replace a couple lines. Okay, so I've just put this back together. I'm just going to push my foot on the brakes and hopefully they should come out and retract. And in theory, these should be all good. Can't see it moving. Hang on.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we finally got ourselves a brake pedal and it feels really good. None of the brakes are locking on. We did have to replace these two rear brake lines. I have actually got a new soft line as well, but this one actually seems to be working fine. So I might replace that if I have to, but I think it's all right. We did have to replace the soft lines in the front because the brake hoses, because these are the old ones and they're just completely collapsed inside. No pressure can get through them, but these are all adjusted up now. Let's put it back on the ground, get its wheels back on, and just take it down here, see if we can turn it around and bring it back, see if it stops, and then we can take it further up the road. I've ordered a rebuild kit for the carburetor because it's weeping around this seal here, top of this bowl. Gonna get some new plugs and new leads. Let's get it on the ground and see if we can move it about here. I'm just gonna take it down the end there, turn it around and bring it back. Okay, let's fire this up. Choke right out. Ignition on. Let it warm up a little bit. It is very, very, very cold today, so let's see. Foot on the clutch. I think that's first gear. See if we go forward. And we've got brakes. Well, we stopped. If I turn the choke off, the car just dies completely. Next thing I want to do on this is running a little bit rough, and there's fuel leaking out the side of the carburetor here. So we're going to rebuild the carburetor. Let's just whip it off, rebuild it, put it back on, and hopefully it should run a bit better. Okay, so that's the carb rebuilt and everything back together. Hopefully it should work. That rebuild kit was not the best, to be honest. Half the stuff wasn't even for this carburetor. Yeah, it was like 30 quid or something, 35 pounds, which I wouldn't recommend it, but it had the most important gaskets. Let's pump fuel by hand, just to save on the battery a bit. It feels like I might have a bit of pressure there now. Okay, choke out, ignition on. Fired straight up. Sounds pretty happy. I mean, I should let it warm up a little bit. It's very cold today. I think it's a lot happier. Probably needs dialed in a little bit, but let it warm up. Pretty sure this is now ready for an actual proper test drive, and I can give it back to the customer, which would be fantastic. He'll be over the moon to get this before Christmas. I think just before we take this for its first test drive, I am just going to clean it, give it a proper, good, thorough wash. Because it's raining right now, you can actually see sort of what this car is going to look like. It's going to polish up amazingly. I might not even have to polish it. I think the paint is really, really good on it. Just needs a good scrub. Yeah, let's move it a bit closer to the jet wash and get cleaning. Okay, so I know the car's still wet and it's not a true reflection of how it is going to be when it dries, but this car looks so good. The paintwork is absolutely amazing. This is a proper, like, I hate the term, but survivor car. It really, really looks good. With a wax and a polish and everything, it's going to look absolutely amazing. I mean, it's still wet, so it's hard to tell what it's really going to look like, but basically this is what the car will look like with a polish, with a full polish and a wax. The worst bit is probably that little bit of surface rust in there. I think with a bit of chrome polish, the bumpers will come up nice again. I'm amazed at how old this car is and how good it looks, you know, because I mean, I've pulled things out of hedges that are, you know, only 20, 30 years old, and they're way worse than this. This is like, I think this car's coming up to like 70 years old now, and it's probably the most solid car I've ever had here, but really is a proper, like, true example of what one of these would have been like back in the day. Pretty much ready to take it for a test drive, take it just for a little drive up there, and fingers crossed, everything should be good. Okay, so it's just started chucking it down with rain, but hopefully our wipers work. I think they probably do. Let's turn this on. Shouldn't need much choke. I did just drive it. On the button. There's a slight squeak coming from something. It goes sort of on and off. Wipers. I mean, they work. I don't think they'd pass an MOT, but they work. It's definitely steaming up in here pretty quick. Alright, let's go. Oh, handbrake's on. Handbrake off. Alright, let's go. Second gear. Seems alright. Second gear. Got to put on the brakes. They're not that bad. Brakes. Reverse. Right, let's see if we can get up a bit of speed here. Second gear. Brakes. Brakes definitely working. I'm pretty happy with that. Drives pretty well. Brakes are a bit spongy, but I don't know if they just need a good adjustment. Alright, so that's probably going to be it for the Austin A40. The chap who owns this car is going to be absolutely over the moon with it. It's a really good car, and he bought an absolutely amazing example of one. I did change the oil. I forgot to show that on the camera. Changed the oil and filter. But yeah, everything seems to work all right. It drives really well. It's a real testament to the quality of the cars back then. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this. And yeah, another one saved, and hopefully we should be saving some more. There's one in there that is yeah, it's coming up soon. And if you want to see more cars like this being saved and whatever's in this, I'll give you a sneak preview of what's in there. There you go, that's all you're seeing. Things like that, then yeah, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one.